I am a big fan of my next guest. Their debut album is out right now called My Apologies to the Chef. It is Winona Fighter. Welcome.
Howdy.
Hey.
Thank you for being here. Appreciate the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And thanks for making this band name so interesting that I am always thinking about Winona Ryder and all her movies.
Yeah,
we have that effect on people.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, how many episodes of Stranger Things did you have to watch to be reminded of?
All of them.
Yeah.
I mean, she's just legendary
Yes.
to begin with. Yeah, we're actually playing in Winona, Minnesota later this summer, just for the joke. Just
Really?
No, we love Winona, Minnesota.
and she's from there, someone said. I don't know if that's true.
Just roll with it.
No,
Yeah.
Just roll with it. Just for my mom, this is Austin, Chloe, and Dan, who make up Winona Fighter. Love your music. And I can't believe that the trajectory of you guys has just really just continued to explode in 2025. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
To the point that you're going to Winona, Minnesota.
Yeah.
For the joke.
For the joke. Does she even know that you exist?
Probably not.
Yeah, I've recently heard that she signed to the same agency that we're on. So
Really?
we're trying to connect the dots.
She
there.
signed to your agency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if you're so obsessed with us, you can just call us. That's okay.
See? Hot tip for young celebrities.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
so we're trying to connect the dots. Maybe a little music video cameo.
Oh.
Call us.
Wow. You are a good marketer, Chloe.
Thank you.
By the way, I noticed that in some articles and some references, you're also referenced as Coco.
Mm-hmm.
So is that like a family nickname? Is that a band nickname?
Yeah, my dad has called me Coco my entire life. And I typically, like, in a lot of music settings, will introduce myself as Coco. In interviews, go by Coco. But sometimes I really just tell people whatever, like, sticks, whatever feels right to you. And it's so funny, like, like, after a show, if we're meeting people, like, be tired, and I'll be like, oh, hey, like, my name's Chloe. And they'll be like, I thought it was Coco. Like, it's whatever you want it to be.
Just to clear that up, because some may think that it's a nod to Conan O'Brien.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey,
Team Coco.
Conan, call us. You want to be in a music video?
I did see Conan O'Brien out in the wild one time in New Haven, Connecticut.
What?
We were there for a very short amount of time, and I ordered a pizza for pickup because New Haven's really known for their pizza, right? And we're eating on this park bench, and we're just eating some pizza, and I look up, and Conan O'Brien is walking across the street from, like, on the other side of the street from us. I'm like, Conan! And he's walking like the Bigfoot, like the picture of Bigfoot, you know what I mean?
I'm sure he would appreciate that
Please don't
description.
Yeah, he's like
don't cut this.
A random guy's yelling at me from across the street.
Like swinging his arms and stuff, and I'm like, Conan, and he just goes. And then when he just stopped doing late night, and so I was like, I miss you on TV, and he's like, me too.
Oh.
Man, I miss that guy.
Oh, so this was quite a while ago. This wasn't like a recent sighting.
No, this was, I don't know when this was. Maybe
20
2019, I want to say.
No, this was
Oh.
It feels before.
2021.
Okay, 2021.
Oh, I see. It was right after the TBS show ended.
Was it?
Yeah.
No, it was 2022.
Could have been.
Yeah.
Don't cut any of this.
Anyways,
I do really love Conan, though. And if he ever starts having musical guests on his show,
On his podcast, right?
on his podcast,
yeah.
I would like to be the first.
What camera do we look in?
Coco. Team Coco.
Team Coco.
Right here. It's synergy. I mean, while we're dropping names and all this stuff, I just got to make a reference to a comment I saw on Reddit that Coco, I was watching a Boy Genius video the other day. I don't know if you've heard this or not,
Oh, no.
but she kind of looks like a sober Coco from Winona Fighter.
Someone said that?
Yeah. So that's their impression of Phoebe Bridgers.
Woof.
Oh, yikes. Yeah. The story behind that is I was in a bar with my best friend Dan here, and sober. I'd yet to get iced that night, which I did later on.
Can confirm.
And a very, very drunk gentleman comes up to me and goes like, has anyone told you you look like the drunk version of a Phoebe Bridgers? And then just walks away. And I thought, that is an incredible song title.
That was your first takeaway? Always
Yeah,
in music
because
mode.
we had written the song earlier and I didn't have a title for it. And he said that and I was like, okay, great. That's like perfect. Put it on the gold record, baby.
I mean, he shot a shot.
He did. He did.
then
Yeah,
walked
but is
away.
it shooting your shot if you just disappear into the night? I don't know.
We're still talking about him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And the punchline is, of course, that man was found and is Conan O'Brien.
Yeah.
So that was your takeaway. I'm going to name this song
Yeah, definitely.
after this random man's attempt at shooting his shot.
I have a whole notes app note of random things I hear in the wild and think that could be a song title. And it is like, it does draw you in. It's like, oh, what is this song about? And who is this girl trying to step up to Phoebe Bridgers, which I'm not. It has nothing to do with Phoebe Bridgers. This song has nothing to do with Phoebe Bridgers. I'm not trying to fight Phoebe Bridgers. But yeah, it does like make you wonder who is this crazy band trying to step on Phoebe Bridgers' toes, which we're not. But
is it really stepping on toes? It's just a random comment. And
Yeah.
if they were to look at your picture and put it side by side, they can make their own judgments. And
Right, exactly.
yeah, I think I look nothing like her.
No, nothing.
Yeah, I
if
would
anything,
agree.
I think you look like the girl from Melrose Place.
he could have
from
been
the
talking to
90s.
me. That
Thank
guy could have
you.
been talking to me.
He could have been talking.
I
He could have been
had
trying
a
to
couple
talk
drinks that
behind
night.
your back. Could have been like, hey, your friend over there.
So clearly, Phoebe and her team has not reached out either to sue you or invite you to open for her or anything of that sort.
No, nothing of that.
We don't open any mail that we get, so we don't know.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
Austin burns our mail as soon as it comes through.
Oh no, is that for us? Okay, we gotta get rid of that.
I like that you still get physical mail.
We do get some mail, yeah.
Yeah, my mom called me the other day and she's in a panic. She was like, I was just thinking this morning, did you guys stop your mail before you went on tour?
She told you about that?
Dan, in a panic.
Checks out.
And I was like, no, we have someone going by the house and like checking our mail for us. And she's like, oh, good. It's like, what do you think we're just going to let our mail overflow?
Pile up and
Yeah.
bills unpaid and all those things.
Hey,
No, we're responsible.
Oh, this must make you feel good that the parents are keeping tabs.
Definitely. All of our parents are extremely supportive in many, many ways. They're supportive of music and they are supportive in the way that they are worried for our well-being and safety.
What do they think about this success, this trajectory, especially when you, Coco, started off in hardcore and drumming? Maybe that'd be even more concerning, I would think.
Yeah, it was kind of like, it was almost like my parents were like realized we can't stop this train. I had wanted a drum set from the time I was like a little kid. Started my first drum lessons when I was in 3rd grade, and joined my first punk band in like 6th grade. So, and it's all I wanted to do. Like I would lock myself in my room in the basement, practice, write songs, practice, play shows. Like I would make them to take me to shows, punk shows that were called like Nun's Hell and things like that. And I think they like realized very quickly, okay, we can't tell this little blonde girl who wants so bad to be a punk rocker no. And honestly, I was really good at drums too. So
Still are.
thanks, Dan. So I think for them, it was just like, how can we best support this while still being responsible parents? So, when I did grow up and it came time to go to college, they were like, at least try school. And if you don't like it, then we can talk about it. Just things like that, making sure I was still a good student, even though I would leave school early to tour with my way older band than me. And we'd go to Atlantic City, New Jersey for the weekend to play a show in a bar, and I'd have to sneak in and just things like that. My folks are so supportive, and they always have been. There's never been a moment in my life where I'm like, oh, how are they gonna feel about this? Like it's because they knew, I always knew what I wanted. And I think we all have pretty supportive folks.
Yeah.
What would you guys say?
Yeah, I mean, I think my parents they'll come to a show, like they came to our last Seattle show. I'm from Minnesota originally, so they flew out. My brother lives in Seattle, but they came to the show and they wanted to get a good spot, and very quickly realized that maybe the middle of the crowd wasn't the place to be, because that's where people start throwing elbows and getting crazy. And so then they quickly migrated to the kind of back corner. But they're I mean, they grew up, going to, U2 and kind of those classic bands and stuff. Not that that's classic rock, but like, 80s. My parents always say 80s had the best music, so they loved that kind of stuff. But yeah, they're like, yeah, do your thing. I mean, I also am kind of the person where it's like I'm just gonna kind of do what I want to do. I've always been a very driven person, and so when I have my mind set on something, I'm just gonna go do that, regardless of what anyone tells me. So if they weren't happy with it, I would have been like, I'm sorry that I'm going to make you sad right now. But it'll work out.
I think for me, it's like it was a slow easing in, because when I first started playing guitar in like, 6th grade or something like that, that's when I was like getting into heavy metal music. And I feel like there's a lot of iconography associated with that most parents would probably be intimidated or upset by. But I think that was kind of like, oh, okay, a lot of skulls, a lot of knives and stuff on all this kind of stuff, but okay, you seem fine. So I feel like that was a nice ease into being like, okay, now he's playing guitar a lot, now he's going to shows a lot, and he's traveling the country a lot. Okay, it seems like it's all good. So yeah, I think it's just kind of been a slow uphill or downhill turn, whatever you want to say. But no, they've been great, and they come to shows, and I think it's fun to like, none of our parents were like music or music industry people at all. So I think it's just been fun, especially, when we were able to, bring our parents backstage at big shows or festivals or things like that, for them to kind of for us to see it through their eyes in a very fresh way is, I think, really awesome. And I think for them is really rewarding, because it's like all our hard work, playing guitars in our bedrooms and stuff has really paid off. So it's been cool to see.
It's really interesting that at 11 years old, that punk music was what you gravitated to, instead of what maybe your peers at 11 years old might have been like Hannah Montana or Selena Gomez or whatever, right? That punk rock, was there a band that really resonated with you, or how did you discover punk rock?
It started, well, like my dad raised me on some really great music. And our like family band that we all loved was Foo Fighters. And I think that was such a great jumping off point, because then from there, I discovered Nirvana, and then I kind of dug a little deeper, and then I discovered like the Dead Kennedys. And from there I was like, okay, where does this thing go? And then I started getting into bands like Black Flag, The Descendants, Gorilla Biscuits. But I was also, while I was experiencing that like really great raw punk, I was also a 11-year-old in the early 2000s. So on the other end, I was listening to Foo Fighters, and then I was like, oh, I love like how melodic this is. So then I really got into like Fall Out Boy. And actually, I was really into Fall Out Boy. I almost thought of another band, but that was pretty much like, that was like my pop punk band that I just loved. Oh, Blink-182.
I was going to say the fedora was a big thing for you.
Why would you bring that up?
Never mind.
I had a fedora phase. Yeah.
Was that influenced by? Sorry to ask questions.
Please.
So,
I would say, yeah, you know what?
Hey, it's awesome with B-sides. What was the fedora influenced by?
I think Patrick Stump from Fall Out Boy really influenced the fedora.
Thank you very much.
I think he wore them, right?
Yeah, he definitely.
125%.
1,000 shows he did.
Yeah, 1,000 shows in a fedora.
That's right. Same one.
Yeah, he's got a plan.
Anyways.
Yeah, he was my favorite. I thought he was so cute too, even with the sideburns and the fedora.
Do sideburns and fedoras not go hand in hand?
I would say
They do.
I think you have to have
You have to have sideburns and a fedora. So it was just really cool to, I think, grow up on such a broad spectrum of punk, from like the thrashable punk to the more melodic punk, and then there's that like nice in between of like the Offspring and bands like that, and I think that really influenced when I left kind of the more thrash punk scene of Boston to go to Nashville. For me, it was like, how do we get everyone like to experience such an amazing community that the punk scene is? And that's where I kind of took the really like poppy punk and the really thrashable punk and started writing Winona Fighter songs, all because of the stuff I was influenced by when I was a little kid. And we have so much fun with it, you know, and we do have such a wide audience. And I think it's just really cool to see 11-year-old girls at our shows. And it's like, we're about to open a door for you.
Right.
And you're probably going to fall to this side and this side.
Yeah.
And your parents are going to have to buckle up.
Obviously, you guys are on a wonderful trajectory, very positive right now. You played festivals, you worked with big bands. This album is just really resonating with a lot of people. Hams in a Glass, you know, I mentioned Jumper Cables off camera before. How long did this take to put together? It seems like such a natural, organic fit for the way you guys perform live, and you basically just hit record.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, well, so we wrote Drunk Phoebe in like 2021. Yeah. And I mean, that feels like forever ago. But then we just like kind of were writing, we put out a 5-song EP in 2022. Yeah. And then we were just like kind of kept writing and stuff, and then things like started happening, and then it was like, oh, people were like, you should make an album, and we're like, okay, well, we have a bunch of songs and might as well stick them all together, right?
Yeah, it was very cool to make this record because we had been playing the songs for so long and for so many shows that when it was time to go into the studio, it was like, oh, well, we know, and by studio I mean our garage, we know exactly what these songs are supposed to sound like, and we really did, like, the collection of songs we chose, it being a debut record, we were like, these songs are the best representation and introduction to Winona Fighter.
It really is. I think it's also at a time where this type of music, this style, is very much on the come up and growing right now. I don't know how much you're keeping track of the music scene, so to speak, but there are more pop punk bands, punk rock bands that are really hitting right now, like the Paradox.
Yeah.
It's a young band out of Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh yeah, I've seen them. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they're great.
And
Have you seen them? Yeah.
it's like insane that they just started playing together last year.
Yeah.
Open
Oh,
for
wow.
Green Day and doing an all-time low later this year. And it's just like, it's great for me because I love this music. I love this sound.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
what you guys are doing as well. So, I mean, how much do you see of that? And I mean, it's basically, I know you're just doing your own thing, but now kind of be part of this wave. How do you feel about that?
I think guitars are back, or at least coming back.
Yeah.
People like guitar music. I think they really do. And I'll put bass in there too. So
There's bass on the record?
yeah. What do you think, Chloe?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely keep our heads down and like grind, and but it is really cool to be a part of this wave. You know, there are so many amazing bands, Among the Sniffers, Mannequin Pussy, that I feel like we are, I mean, they are just miles above us, but it's cool to be a little blip in that wave of these like amazing rock, punk rock, alternative pop punk bands. You know, I think we're really making a name for ourselves within that, and it's just really, really cool to feel that way. And it feels really cool to be like a DIY punk band and have our stake in it all.
I think that's what's resonating right now. They want to listen to authentic music made by real people that are just putting it out there. And I think that's what we're getting, even just from your videos and the nonsense of Anchorman and whatever Wayne's World influences that you put in your videos and those kind of things, right? Just the silliness of it all.
Yeah, the videos are super fun because obviously we take the music and everything really seriously, but those were just like, let's have a ball. Let's just be silly and have fun because, I mean, we are just like always cracking jokes and laughing. So I think during the videos is our time to let our hair down a little bit,
Yeah. And the music fits it all because it's just fun and it's engaging. It's not too serious, right?
Right. Yeah.
And so as you see this growing, as you are on this wave, so to speak, where do you see this going in like 5 years?
Where do I see this going in 5 years? Just forward. I think what we are creating and what we are doing has longevity, and because we are real and we are honest and we're raw and we are working harder than the next person, and we walk into a room, and even if we're not the best band in the room, we'll sure as shit play like we're the best band in the room and pretend and fake it till we make it. And I just think forward and up, and we're just gonna stick to our guns and stay real and keep our what's the word I'm looking for?
Ideals?
Yes, our ideals and our values very close to our heart. And I think if we continue to do that, then maybe in even 2 years we'll be out of the we'll be out of the Sprinter van that we all have to take turns driving, and maybe we'll be in like a bus or something.
Think bigger, plane or a train or a boat or something.
We'll buy our own train.
I don't do planes.
I'm laying down track in the summer.
Yeah.
I think your music is resonating because of the fact that you just have stuck to your guns. This is the music we like to make. This is what we're going to do, and you're doing it. And whether or not it's been 5 years, 10 years together, and whether or not it's popular or not, you're just doing it. It just so happens that for whatever reason, this music is really resonating. This style of music is resonating. So ride the wave as long as you can.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm a big fan, big proponent of you guys.
Thank you.
Really appreciate the time and great to meet you.
Pleasure, man.
Likewise.
It's Winona Fighter right here on B-Sides.